It's finally time to start Summerween. Hello bookish besties and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my Summerween TBR, so grab a drink, get cozy, and sit down so I can give you some of my most anticipated books that I'm going to be reading this summer. I have a few of the most anticipated books that I'm going to be putting on my Summerween TBR. So we have the Summerween nails, we have these on this hand, and we have these on this hand, and I'm just completely obsessed with them. I went with the pink, so it kind of like felt like summer, and then the ice cream cones, so it also felt like summer, and then obviously some iconic horror movie characters because that's the mood I'm in. We went to go see Scary Movie the other day and it was amazing. I laughed so hard the whole time. So first up on my Summerween TBR is Nightmare on Nightmare Street by R.L. Stine. I said in my book haul video, which I can tag below for you guys, that I actually got this signed by R.L. Stine because he was at the Barnes & Noble that I was at, so that was really fun. I haven't read one of his books since I was young, so I'm really excited to read this. This is 12-year-old Joe Ferber, his sister Sadie, and their parents have just moved into a house that has all the hallmarks of a horror movie: tombstones in the basement, a creepy doll lying around, strange noises in the wall, and so on. So I think just a ton of strange things start to happen, and I'm really excited. Obviously this is for like middle grade, but I'm gonna have the most fun with it, and I also might try to get some of his other more like classic ones from when I was younger, so I'm really excited. Then one that I'm really excited for is Japanese Gothic by Kylie Lee Baker. I haven't read anything by her yet because I haven't read Bat Eater, but this one sounds so good. It says, in this lyrical, wildly inventive horror novel interwoven with Japanese mythology, two people living centuries apart discover a door between their worlds. And I think I've heard that like one of them's real, one of them's not, so they're kind of like seeing each other as these almost like ghost-like figures. I'm just excited for like the twists and turns in this one, and I think it's going to have such a cool setting. Then we have The Poisoner by Ivy Ophelia. This is the first one in what I think is going to be a trilogy. It's The Poisoner, The Arachnid, and I think The Cannibal, if I'm not mistaken. Have you ever wondered how long it would take for a lethal dose of arsenic to kill you? 35 hours, 29 minutes, and 15 seconds. I should know, I counted myself. This is set in Victorian London between two killers who find themselves entangled in a waltz they cannot escape. So she's a botanist and a hobby poisoner, and I'm just really excited for the Gothic vibes. Then we have A Killer Kind of Romance by Letizia Larini. Scarlett has her own crime fiction local podcast. Yeah, so I think there's a case she's going over and someone starts reenacting these murders, so I think she's trying to solve it on her own, and she meets Raphael Gray. Then we have The Bog Wife by Kay Chronister. This family sacrifices its patriarch to the West Virginia cranberry bog, and it sustains them and like gives them life. In exchange, it produces a bog wife for them, and it's meant to carry on the family line. It says it's a gothic eco-horror, psychological drama, and family saga. It's a propulsive read about what is knowable and unknowable within a family history and how to recognize when it is time to move forward. So I think it's going to have a lot of like family drama, family line, kind of like family expectations, like social commentaries on that. So and I'm just like obsessed with this cover. I love anything that's like ecological horror. Then we have Wolfworm by T. Kingfisher. So something darker than the devil stalks the North Carolina woods in Wolfworm, a new gothic tale from T. Kingfisher. It says, I saw the devil in these woods. The main character is Sonia Wilson. She's a scientific illustrator, and she's going to work for this like renowned scientist, and he's an entomologist, and I'm pretty sure there's really gross bug horror in this, and I've been looking for some really good bug horror. Then we have A Dark and Wild Wood by Sarah Nicole Lemon. This is going to be like a gothic romance. It's inspired by the tale of Bluebeard, which I don't know. It's a lush and atmospheric story of a maiden with dark magic who becomes an apprentice to Lord Death for a price. So I think it's kind of going to be like a gothic romantasy with Lord Death, and I think it's going to be very atmospheric, especially based off of the cover. And I threw another kind of cutesy romance in this, so it's Hopeless Necromantic. I fell in love with the cover. Kind of reminded me of like a mix between D&D and it's like a funny romance. So it says, she raises hell, he raises the dead, what could possibly go wrong? So it's a new recruit, and she takes on a doomed mission, and a handsome necromancer goes on the mission with her, and I'm pretty sure they're trying to stop an undead army at the edge of the kingdom. I'm just really excited to see how this goes. I've never heard of this author before, Shiloh Breyer, but again, I just fell in love with this for the cover. Then we have Bone of My Bone by Johanna Van Veen. I haven't read anything by her yet, but I think I have one or two of her other books. So this says A Skull's Grin is Eternal, the year is 1635. We have a nun that's fleeing her covenant and a sharp-witted peasant that's also escaping, and they're going into like a forest, and they find the gilded skull of a saint, and if they bring the skull back to the body, I'm pretty sure it will grant you a wish. So I'm really hoping this is going to be, it's in the horror section, so I'm hoping it's going to be creepy and gross and maybe a little scary. I'm kind of hoping. Another one that I'm reading right now that's actually downstairs is Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver, because Harvest Season just came out, so I'm hoping to read Taurus Season. I'm only like maybe like 10 pages in, but I'm already loving it. It's about a girl that is in Cape Carnage. It's like a really cute, like kind of like Massachusetts coastal town, and she kills all of the tourists that she doesn't like they're just really gross men, and I just love that for her. And I'm pretty sure someone else comes and is hunting her. They form some kind of like alliance slash bond, so I'm excited to see that. Harvest Season is also a possibility. I just got the new Headlights by CJ Lead. That's another possibility. And then I'm going to be reading some horrors on my Kindle that are like on Kindle Unlimited. Right now I'm reading Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle. Again, I'm only like 30 pages into that one, but I'm having a really great time. That one's kind of more of like a summer camp religious horror. I think I also have another like summer camp slasher horror downloaded, and I just keep looking at everyone else's TBRs on Instagram to see some of the lesser known horrors that are really fitting the Summerween vibe, because I definitely feel like I need some summer camp stuff. I actually have a really cute Kindle case coming that is inspired by Camp Crystal Lake. It's by Forever Booked. So she did this really amazing like Summerween collection, so I'll be getting that on Monday. I'll probably be reading these books throughout June and July, and then probably August as well. Sometimes August I go into more of like a Halloween vibe, because like I normally decorate for Halloween on like August 15th. So we'll see where this takes us. I'm probably going to be adding a ton more things onto my TBR because I'm constantly in like a horror or creepy gothic mood, especially as of late. I'm planning on doing either one or multiple Summerween vlogs where I'm reading this TBR or just reading books that fit a certain vibe, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future content if you've made it this far. Leave either like a pumpkin or a skull emoji, or maybe even like the little canoe emoji for Summerween. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, love you, bye!